Ya ooh my ooh da. What's goody to the goddess and the gods, and what's popping to the people. And well, like we always do about this time, we're a couple minutes late, but I was having a few technical difficulties. So let me see if we can make it make sense. Uh, can we start making it make sense? I don't even know if it say, am I live on the book? I think I am. It says I am. You are live. Okay, we're on the book too. Last week it didn't have us on the book. All right. Well, maybe we won't. Maybe we will. Maybe I'm sick because the flow's so good. Uh, oh, you know what? I could do this from right from here. I could do this right from here, can I? Forward. What does that do? Forward to. Uh, no, that don't work properly. So let me just go. Oh, that's from earlier today. Okay. Uh, Let me get my life in order. How do I do this? Go straight here. Go here. Go there. Why does my Why does my screen look like that? I know why. I didn't go to. Let me see something. Uh, is this? Let me see what happens when I do that. Uh, Layout. What's that? Okay, never mind. General. Uh, Landscape. Portrait. Okay. I don't know why they got us looking all corny. That's why I ain't on YouTube. I don't like the way that look. Uh, I don't like the way that look. We should be able to say the how the screen looking right or something. That look crazy, man. I feel like YouTube just be trying to play me anyway. It don't even matter. Um, but we gonna get it together. Fuck it. Hey Nash, YouTube won't let me be great. All right. So what I was thinking about is, um, I was thinking y'all should share the room. Hit the like, hit the share. Come on, let's get it popping. Um, so I was thinking, um, I was gonna do something that I might still do next week. I'll see. But when I come up with titles or ideas, if I don't do them right away, they kind of lose the I won't say relevance, but it was like I was motivated to do it at the moment. If I don't do it at that moment, I'll be getting different ideas. So I may or may not, but I got the flyer done. I got a dope flyer. Uh, so I might still deal with the BBLs and all that shit next week. What I was gonna do is Where we at? So we're gonna play the song probably a couple times throughout the course of the show, and then we're gonna deal with what it means for us as black folks in America. Do we have a safe space? And are the spaces that we consider safe spaces more of a detriment than anything? I mean, like, this is a pretty dope flyer. Check how long. Now, just take a little mental photograph of that. Or you know what? I can do it this way. I just want y'all to look at that flyer and just think about that. And then I'm gonna put the song on. And let's deal with it. But hold on for a second. Wait, that ain't the right one. This the one I'm trying to hit the overlay real quick. Here we go. Here we go. Now, there we go. Y'all be hating on the flyer game. These flyers be heavy. These flyers be heavy. So now, here's what I want to do. Oh shit. I don't want to do that. Where y'all go? Okay, there we go. So this is what I want to do. We can take the just think about it this way. There's all of the things that I just see how normal and how comfortable we are with some of the things that probably are worse for us than anything. Like for instance, I did something on Clubhouse about a week or two ago, and it was like about, are we too far in love with our hood and our set and our city and all that type, like that has become our identity. So when a person in this day and age want to get you to take them serious or understand who they really are, they tell you where they from. You know, I'm from Detroit, you know, or I'm from the Chi, or I'm from. See, once I tell you where I'm from, or once I say, I'm a blood. I've been gang banging all my life, or I've been thugging for this long. Once I give you those credentials, that's supposed to tell you what type of man I am. Peace, Queen. Once I give you my credentials, that's instantly supposed to let you know the type of man that I am. Like I'm a real nigga. You know, I'm from the south side of blah blah blah. On the neighborhood crip. I'm blah blah. Once I tell you that, you got to bag up off me and look at me a different way. But why is our only identity some of the things that are the worst for us? And how do you find a safe space when most of the space you occupy is detrimental, but you're convinced that it's not? So, like, I remember we used to, when we was kids in Chicago, we used to take the milk crates, kick the bottom out the milk crates, hammer them up on the telephone pole in the alleyway, and we played basketball in the alley. Later on, we sold dope in those same alleys. Was this a prerequisite for hanging in the alley? See, we gotta those things that seem far-fetched, we got to make these type of connections, because it can't be just coincidence that you will end up hustling in the same alleyways that you used to play basketball in. These things can't be coincidental, because I bet it's so many little melanated kids that got that same story all across America. What's really a safe space? Most of us, the biggest mystery on this planet is who, what God is. There's no mystery that supersedes who and what God is. It's the one thing that we all ponder about. So, if the biggest dilemma on this planet is who and what God is, then at some point, somebody came up with the ideology, let's establish these buildings that are places to worship God. But if we can fast forward, we see most of those are money grabbing places of sin. So now, worshiping or finding a space where you can comfortably get to know God is no longer a safe space, because those facilities are targeting you. So they tell us 6,000 years. That's a crock of bullshit, but let's just go with it. 6,000 years. To be in a space for 6,000 years and to honestly have no true clue how you got there and for what purpose. Who's responsible? To know, to without a doubt, who actually created the human being. So they build these places allegedly where you could learn these things. But these places target you and get you to engage and are built off all of these criminal things and deceptions and lies. So then the house of God is not a safe space. Well, fuck. If where I worship God is not a safe space, then you go to, everybody is supposed to feel safe in their household. But everybody doesn't have respectable living accommodations. Because of the way the world is, some people are put in not so good places to live and forced to figure it out. But it's all that they got. So it's home. But if you are forced to live in these not so good spaces, but it's all you got, so it's home. So you condition yourself on how to deal with that, to the point where things that a lot of other people may call wrong, harmful, or dysfunctional become second nature, almost acceptable to you. So now, if one is in that type of environment, once again, that's no longer a safe space. If home is the safest place you can be, but everything in my home and in my community is unsafe, then it's no longer a safe space. But you can't say that because it's all you got. So then we do something that we think is the right thing to do, and we call it adapt. But if you're adapting to what's unnatural and irregular, then what are you really accomplishing? Um, Put it this way. I worked at a recycle plant before. It smells fucking horrible in there. After a while, you adapt to it. But what's the reality? Nothing actually changed. You're still amongst garbage for however many hours a day. But you able to adapt so you don't see it the same. So now let's put that back in reference to our communities. We're able to adapt so we don't see them the same, but it doesn't change what's actually going on. We hear people say, you will hear people brag about the murder rate in their city. And it's supposed to be a testament to what type of man I am if I can survive in a city where black men regularly murder other black men. And if I somehow made it out of that and I can tell you about it, then that gives me a badge of honor that you should admire and even have a little bit of fear. Be a little fearful of me because I came from that place and it's that rough. So if I survive, then I gotta be a real nigga. See, all of this is adapting, but is it safe? Just because I learn how to survive a war zone and I become efficient at it, is that a safe space? People say they good in they hood all the time and then they die a year or two later. Yahoo, peace queen. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna let me find it real quick. I'm gonna play the song and then we're gonna get back to this. Let me see. Wait. Let me see. I told y'all every week I forget how to do this shit. Share the screen. Go to YouTube. Do I gotta let me see. Man, y'all, okay, let me see. I can't remember how to do this, y'all. Damn it. Every week with me. It's every week with this guy. What does this mean? Okay. Share entire screen. What are we doing? Okay, now. So let me wait. Okay. Hold on, y'all. I think I remember what to do. Give me 1 second, real quick, y'all. I think I know what to do. What are we doing? What do you mean? What the hell? Come on, man. What are we doing? Sign in since when, bro? Y'all doing way too much. Okay. Okay. That's who we was listening to last week. History. What the fuck are we doing? What the hell? What the fuck are we doing, bro? Come on. Oh my God. What the fuck, bro? My fault, y'all. I don't understand. Why is they always fucking with me? I don't get it. I'm on fucking YouTube. What the fuck is the problem? This is crazy. I don't know why it won't let me I'm coming, y'all. Give me 1 second. Y'all, Peace Queen, give me 1 second. I'm trying to find this. I don't know why I want. Man, I always get proud. Let me see. Okay, wait. Why is it? Who the fuck signed me out in the first place? I don't get that. Why? I don't gotta verify with Google and all of that shit. That don't make sense. All right, let me just go to fucking YouTube. Oh, why does it keep saying sign in? Sign in for what? Oh my god. Why is it giving me a hard time today? Just to be fucking with me. Cause it shouldn't even. I shouldn't have to sign in. I never signed out. There we go. All right. Okay. Let me try this again now. Go here. Nope, that ain't it. I'm gonna get it, y'all. I promise I am. Wait, settings. That ain't it. What? General? No. What the fuck? What was I just doing? Invite? No, that ain't it. What the fuck? There we go. Share screen. Share screen. Here we go. Jeepers. All right, there we go, y'all. Woof-da. All right, let me Yes. Yes.
Feel I'm losing my faith in most shit. Hard for me to focus. Love you, then they hate you. In this world, it's a cold flip. Now who the fuck benefits? These days ain't no innocence. Gift in my curse, cause I ain't never really trusted shit. Mine like the apocalypse with religified politics. Step away from lawlessness, still trying to find my pot to piss. Heaven is a state of mind. Hell is just a mental space. I believe it's safe to say we all done been in each place. Used to dream of better days. Nowadays I rarely dream. Trying to see beyond your means. Usually complicates things. Used to chase the finer things till God put me in my place. Tortoise in the hair. Why you think the turtle won the race? Lately I've been in this space. I can't really articulate. I try to hide it with a smile, but you can see it in my face. Welcome to this rap race. It really ain't no safe space. Hamster in a wheel, going nowhere at a fast pace. Thump one in the ashtray. I wonder what comes past fate. They tell you about the last days like God ain't got the last say. Last time they cloned the virus, now they back to cloning us. All we do is straight deny it. When the fuck we gon' wake up? It's getting hard to give a fuck when no one else is paying attention. Elevate your consciousness and think outside this third dimension. Mama lost, daddy tripping, had me out there water whipping, skipping class, moving fast, feeling like I'm handling business. Y'all know that these bars the business, and you know the flow terrific. Sorry to be so specific. Any track I touch, I rip it, and I drop some jewels in it. All you have to do is listen, twisted in the subject matter. Knowledge comes before the wisdom. Jesus Christ wasn't even Christian. Why we all so superstitious? Soon as we stop looking, listen, then the truth begins revealing. Truth is I am here is risen. I know you expected different. Carefully set beneath the throne. Praises to the one that did it. Welcome to the rat race. It really ain't no safe space. Hamster on the wheel, going nowhere at a fast pace. Welcome to the rat race. It really ain't no safe space. Hamster on the wheel, going nowhere at a fast pace. Welcome to this rat race. It really ain't no safe space. Hamster on the wheel, going nowhere at a fast pace. Welcome to this rat race. It really ain't no safe space. Hamster on the wheel, going nowhere at a fast pace.
Okay, hold on. Let me get rid of that. How do I get rid of this motherfucker? Stop sharing. There we go. Get back over to y'all. All right. Thank you, Miss Franklin. So now They're back to the concept, because we keep saying that we want to promote mental illness and we want to promote bad relationships and faulty baby mothers and baby daddies, and uh, the rap game isn't right, and there's a lot of things that if we speak to each other on a one-on-one basis, we will agree need correcting. But we never really talk we talk about the origins of any of these issues. So how could you not have a mental illness if you don't have the proper environment to nurture your upbringing and your thought process, nurture your feelings, nurture your ideals? If you're not in the proper environment for that, of course there's a mental illness there. To come up with the term real nigga is a mental illness within itself. There's we grow up in an environment where the person looked up to the most is the womanizer and the drug dealer. These are the two most popular male figures in the black community. Now, when you talk about looking outside of the community, then it's a rapper or an athlete. Most of the athletes get caught cheating on their wives. Almost every rapper, even the positive ones, preach infidelity, disloyalty, and bitch this whole. I mean, it's like it's the dysfunction is there even in the so-called conscious rappers. So how can you rise above certain things and you don't have a safe space for those things to nurture? So like we will get on the internet and bash each other. My baby daddy ain't shit, my baby mama ain't shit. Okay, what's the reality? In a lot of these cases, the man who's being said he ain't shit, more than likely he didn't have a good example of what a shit man is. A man that's not problematic, a man that really understands and knows how to facilitate his thoughts and speak to his woman, and vice versa. How frequently is the young lady who's being told she not shit really had a good example of what what a good woman is to a good man? Have we seen this? Most of us come from broken families. So if you was raised in a single parent household, whichever parent was absent, you're going to be absent of information. So while we promote, I don't need no man or I don't need no woman, while you're promoting this, you're not considering that your child needs a safe space. So we already, in a strong possibility, grew up in these weird communities, borderline dysfunctional all the time. And then you double down when you break up with your significant other. Now you create a double unsafe space because they have to deal with the environment and then they have to deal with the single parent household. And what that means is no matter how efficient you think you can be without a man or without a woman, whichever parent is missing, the child loses that side. Everything is balanced. Down South Connect, what's happening, man? I just put some new bars out there. I think you missed it. I'm gonna play it again in a minute, though. So the thing is, we have to see, because I think this is the thing that potentially gets overlooked the most, but is one of the most significant things: the environment in which you raise your children in. the environment in which you was raised in, because it dictates a thought process. Somebody said something the other day, or earlier today, I seen something, and I said, that's a hell of a thought. Yaunima. So they was like, the real hero in your community was the person that we call the nerd in the square. Because most of us conform to our environment and let it kind of shape us, at least to an extent. But the nerd had to walk past y'all every day, not be cool, not get the girl, nobody cared about him, not really be. And they had to, but they had the same trials and tribulations as that you had. They had to deal with the crackheads. They had to deal with everything that you had to deal with. But they also had to deal with you not liking them. So with everything that you had to deal with, at least you found a way to be cool. The square had to tell y'all every day they ain't smoking, they ain't drinking, they ain't doing none of that. They going to class. That was tough. That was tough. So now, what does that mean? That means that they had already found their safe space. See, we cannot downplay how important it is. Whether it's mental or physical, we must have a safe space. Look at where we come from. Now, peace, Queen. Thank you. I'm gonna play it again for everybody who just got in the room. Can y'all please hit the like, please hit the share? Y'all don't even be liking and sharing the joint. What's up, man? But now look, this is so critical because let's say, for instance, let's say your child is on the borderline. They're not necessarily good. They're not necessarily bad. They're a good kid. They don't really get into nothing, but they kind of hang out with some of the popular kids that do get into things. They just haven't crossed that line. Now, every day, they leave the house and they got to walk a block and a half to catch the bus to school. When they get out of school, they got to walk a block and a half to get home. Now, I remember them days. On the bus, you cussing, talking crazy, hanging out, whatever. When you get off the bus, you got a block and a half to walk through the neighborhood. This going on over here, they hustling over there, that's going on over there, a little pimping going on over there. You just walk that block and a half. You're going to be exposed to so many different things. Now, if you've been growing up in this neighborhood, at this point, you're immune to it. So let's just say this particular day, you get a friend that say, they're going to come to your neighborhood and hang out with you. Okay. Now, y'all got to do that block and a half. Now, this may be, remember, this is the kid that is kind of on the borderline. So this is one of the square friends that want to come hang out. Now, that square friend get off the block with you, get off the bus with you, and y'all got a block and a half. Now, it's two things going to happen. That square friend is going to see so many things that he or she hasn't been exposed to and is shocked about. Here's the other thing that's going to happen. You're going to be desensitized by all of these things, and you're going to be like, oh, that's just, that's Lil Melvin them over there. They run this neighborhood. They be hustling, getting all the money. Who is the? Oh, that's Sheila. She really the neighborhood working girl. What do you mean working girl? Well, you see that dude over there with the car? Yeah, see that's her pimp. And now you talking about crack deals? You talking about pimps and prostitutes? Like, but for you, you see it every day on that little block and a half. You see crack deals. You see gang members. That whole little block and a half, you are immune to it. But your friend who never seen it before is like, what the hell am I looking at? Now, case in point is you have, what did we say earlier? You have learned to adapt. Now, we always consider adaptation to be a good thing. Just because I adapt to pimps, hoes, prostitutes, crack dealers, and gangbangers, that doesn't make it any less detrimental to me. Adapting doesn't make it go away. It makes it so I can overlook it. That's what adapting means. I now have become so desensitized that which was once an issue, I can ignore it now. It hasn't gone anywhere. So now, what that turns into is accessibility. What you adapt to later becomes accessible to you because now you're in its presence. You've adapted to it. You're in the presence of it now. Now it's accessible. So if as a young man, I adapt to seeing the older crack dealers in the neighborhood, I adapt so much that I begin to admire the cars and the jewelry that they have. I'm still a good kid. I don't know anything about it. But that adaptation will make it more accessible to me if at a later point I decide to indulge. I've adapted. So what's my point? These are not safe spaces. Just because I'm comfortable doesn't mean it's safe. So we admire our neighborhoods. We brag about them. We uphold them and uplift them. Our gang culture, all of these things. But what's the reality? These places are carving out ideologies that may not have even existed had we not adapted to these environments. So then it becomes your prison. So if we already decided the church is in a lot of instances, religion has become a business in most instances. And so if that's about a connection with God and it's a business, then it's no longer a safe space to learn about God, because now I have to decipher whether I'm being financially targeted or actually being taught in learning how to connect with God. But we can tell this connection with God is not happening because we can see the results. We live in what's considered a Christian nation, Christianity being the biggest religion on the planet. So according to what most black folks believe, this is the religion of the God. And our nation is built off of that religion of the God. However, this place right here, this Christian nation, incarcerates more melanated men than anyone on the planet. This Christian nation has the worst divorce ratio than anywhere on the planet. This Christian nation has the most single parent households and children out of wedlock than anyone on the planet. How can this be a safe space for children of God when it doesn't take care of any of the children? And it has manipulated the concept of God. Because here, more children are trafficked than anywhere else on the planet. So how is this a Christian nation built by devotion to the true God? How is that possible? See, if we don't identify exactly what it is that we're into, things will get past us. We're in a nation that is disguised as a nation of God. But everything about it says that overall, the people behind this nation either don't know God or don't really like him. So then this is not a safe space. So if we can see, it's like what I do is zero in on the one thing. Because we'll sit around and have all of these things going around like octopus arms. But let's zero in on the one thing. The one thing is, of course, relationships are fucked up between men and women. Of course, relationships are fucked up between parents and children. Of course, relationships are fucked up between God and the children of God. Why? Because there is no safe space. And that's the message I'm getting across in the song. There really is no safe space. You can't go to God. You can't go to your woman. Your children can't come to the parents. You can't send your children to get higher education. Fuck, you can't send them to get lower education. There's no safe space. You find out the simplest thing. Every day when you send your children to school, they have something called gym class. And so they have to go to the gymnasium to have gym class. The gymnasium is the place where naked Roman men prepared for battle. Roman soldiers and warriors, butt naked, wrestling and preparing for the next battle is what the gymnasium was built for. It's so many things. So when you hear that just, to me, that fucking just deflates me like, fuck. There really ain't no safe space. Fucking gym class? It's fucking gym class. But it's not really. That's the whole thing. It really ain't no safe space. They say, okay, I done rose above most of the pitfalls in my community. I'm doing well. I married the woman I wanted to marry. We had children. We raised them pretty good. And now it's time to send them to college. Now, I'm going to do the thing that I've always wanted to do. I'm going to send my black daughter, I'm going to send my black son to a HBCU, historically black university. God damn it, that's what I'm going to do. There's no such thing as a historically black university. No black people ever created these universities. What the fuck? There's nothing that don't got these one guys in the background either funding it, overseeing it, and dictating how it goes. There's no space. There's no space. There's no HBCU. You're not sending your black daughter to a black college. You're sending her to a white college that black people run. And you know why else there's no black college? Because no black people in America make curriculum. So I don't give a shit if everybody in the building is black as midnight. They didn't make the curriculum. It has to get approved by a committee of white people. There's no safe space. And this is where we fuck up at, because y'all think it is. You want it to be so fucking bad. And that's why this shit with Puffy's able to happen. Because people been telling y'all for years that this shit, like what Puffy doing, we've been saying for years that's going on. I've been called crazy, psycho, everything. They're literally right now. They're literally, that's what I'm saying, Miss Buffy. Literally, right now, they're putting Dr. Fauci on trial. The guy that told everybody to go get the COVID shot. Now they're sliding him under the bus. But wait a minute. You called us fucking quack jobs. You disowned us. We got ostracized. I lost friends and family members. And y'all were fucking wrong. And now instead of coming out and doing something about it, you're going to take the dumbass scientist who's a fraud in the first place and slide him under the bus. Where's our fucking apology at? Why won't they tell us how many people are dying from that shit? Why that ain't on the fucking news? They fucking computer chipped you. And they can turn it off whenever the fuck they want to. People, I did another thing showing y'all the athletes just dropping dead. Like if y'all really took this shit serious, this would be the most poppin'est show in America. But instead, we will push every fucking thing else, but this shit right here, y'all will come watch it every week, but we won't make sure it get to the world. Why? But you'll share your favorite song, your favorite whatever the fuck. Why? Because it ain't no safe space. Soon as you leave here, most of what I say is fucking irrelevant and you get on with your night. Fauci stole the research from the AIDS HIV virus and took the credit for it. Julia Mikovits is who discovered what the AIDS virus was and could have cured it years ago. They framed that woman, locked her up, called her crazy, and stole her research. And if it wasn't for young Pharaoh went and found that lady and made her a household name and brought her to the world. And the very next year, he was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Wonder how the fuck that happened. He also found Dr. Butter, young Pharaoh. I'm going to give him his props. He also went and found Dr. Butter, who was going against the entire medical field, telling the whole world COVID was a crock of shit, and he had the research and the information to prove it, and he died 2 years later. Are we going to pay attention? Because it's not going to fucking pay you. There ain't no safe space. So we not stop sitting in your fucking comfort thinking you cool because you got some money and life's great. They coming to get all of us when they come. Give a fuck, like your money don't matter. They gonna shut all this shit. They gonna shut the power out, close your accounts, and then what? It ain't no safe space. So we need to stop looking for one and let's deal with what's on the table. I'm finna play this one more time before we get up out of here. Wait, hold on. My phone. Wait, hold on. My fault, y'all. Hold on, here I come. I was fucking up. There we go. Share the screen. Okay, there we go.
Feel I'm losing my faith in most shit. Hard for me to focus. Love you, then they hate you. In this world, it's a cold flip. Now who the fuck benefits? These days ain't no innocence. Gift in my curse, cause I ain't never really trusted shit. Mine like the apocalypse, with religious-fied politics. Step away from lawlessness, still trying to find my pot to piss. Heaven is a state of mind. Hell is just a mental space. I believe it's safe to say we all done been in each place. Used to dream of better days. Nowadays I rarely dream. Trying to see beyond your means. Usually complicates things. Used to chase the finer things till God put me in my place. Tortoise in the hair. Why you think the turtle won the race? Lately I've been in this space I can't really articulate. I try to hide it with a smile, but you can see it in my face. Welcome to this rap race. It really ain't no safe space. Hamster in the wheel, going nowhere at a fast pace. Thump one in the ashtray. I wonder what comes past fate. They tell you about the last days like God ain't got the last say. Last time they cloned the virus, now they back to cloning us. All we do is straight deny it. When the fuck we gon' wake up? It's getting hard to give a fuck when no one else is paying attention. Elevate your consciousness and think outside this third dimension. Mama lost, daddy tripping, had me out there water whipping, skipping class, moving fast, feeling like I'm handling business. Y'all know that these bars the business, and you know the flow terrific. Sorry to be so specific. Any track I touch, I rip it, and I drop some jewels in it. All you have to do is listen, twisted in the subject matter. Knowledge comes before the wisdom. Jesus Christ wasn't even Christian. Why we all so superstitious? Soon as we stop looking, listen, then the truth begins revealing. Truth is I am, he is risen. I know you expected different. Carefully set beneath the throne. Praises to the one that did it. Welcome to the rat race. It really ain't no safe space. Hamster on the wheel, going nowhere at a fast pace. Welcome to the rat race. It really ain't no safe space. Hamster on the wheel, going nowhere at a fast pace. Welcome to this rat race. It really ain't no safe space. Hamster on the wheel, going nowhere at a fast pace. Welcome to this rat race. It really ain't no safe space.
adapting without advancing. This is what's the most comfortable. So this is where we sit. There ain't no advancement in adapting. It's two different things. So if you can't turn to your parents and ask them pivotal questions about the world, because no one studies anymore. Studying is not cool. After work, men watch basketball and sell crack. Whatever they do, very few melanated men seek for different levels of education on a daily basis. So when the son or daughter comes to you with monumental questions, you can wing it, but then they'll go somewhere and get the real answer and know you full of shit. So if we can't be together as man and woman because we don't trust each other, and then we must raise our children in single parent households by parents who don't really study the way the world works and what has happened in this world. And we are deprived in our environments, and we are racially profiled in the workspace. Now, I'm talking overall, because this is still white America. Of course, we get good jobs, and I ain't talking about no simplistic shit. If you know, then you know. So what it boils down to is, once again, in every corner of this thing, it really ain't no safe space. And that's the scary part. When we wake up and realize that there's nowhere else to run, we're going to be forced to fix what's in front of us. What we prefer to do is, when we don't like what's in front of us, we just change it to something else, never actually dealing with what that problem was over there. And then we just keep doing that until we come around full circle with a bunch of new things with the same old problems. Because we keep adjusting to get new things, but we still got the same old problems. And that's how we find ourselves without a safe space. I think I fucked up when I thought I was on stage and I wasn't. So I probably ran off most of the room, which kind of sucks. But it's 8 o'clock. Y'all know what it is. We headed to Clubhouse. So yeah, we on our way to Clubhouse to further this discussion. So y'all know, don't meet me there, beat me there. Down south. Yeah, coming to Clubhouse and rock with us sometime, man. Damn, I know what it is, but you still family over there too, man. So that's what we finna do, man. Y'all give me just like enough time to go to the bathroom, and I'm gonna open the room up right away since we kind of late. So give me like 10 minutes. And that's what we gonna do. Yeah, about 10 minutes. Knowledge is the only real power, and information is the only real currency. But the application of both is the route to divinity. I love y'all. I'm gone.